Hi, I'm Doug Lovejoy. I was the president of First Stage from its inception in 2008 until 2011.
I'm Marty McGrane. I was president of the First Stage board starting in 2011. Turned it over in 2017 to Howard Forman.
Hello, my name is Howard Forman. I am currently the president of First Stage until July 1st.
Mark Krikstan, who had taught my daughter at Marshall High School, gave me a call and he said, "I'm building a theater." And I said, "Okay, you're going to build yourself a theater. Tell me all about it."
I called him up and I asked him to lunch. You know, he really didn't know what was going on at this point. Took him to a place down in Falls Church. We sat there and had a sandwich and I was telling him about this theater. I went ahead and asked him to be on the board, and he of course said yes, and he was an incredibly important member early on in the development of this place.
And I said I'd have to think about it for a few days, and in the interim I had a chance to come down and see this space. And of course the space was empty. There was no stage, there were no seats, there were no risers, the walls were barely painted at all, any color at all, and you could see to the air conditioning unit in the back. So it was I said, "Okay, and you're going to build yourself a theater. Where do we start?"
Doug had the courage to say, "Yeah, we can build something from nothing." And that got handed to Marty, who handed it to Howard, who will hand it to Jack. And that forward thinking, that belief in what can be, is the thing that I think really makes the First Stage board special. I think boards are often, artistic directors complain often about boards being unimaginative and being built on what else is like it out there. And we have a board that says, what can we build that doesn't yet exist? What can we build that we need in the world?
When I look to my tenure as president, I think that the most exciting thing is that I was able to call Alex Levy and offer him the job as the first artistic managing director of First Stage.
This is that, and it's because Marty was really focused on, so how do we get to 10 years from now? How do we keep this place up and running forever? And so it's not just necessary, it's also inspirational as far as those things are concerned.
The success that First Stage has gained has been phenomenal. It's just, you know, it's kind of like watching the birth of this amazing small theater that is still small, fortunately, because of its intimacy, but it's just an amazing thing to have watched evolve. We're so proud of it. Those of us who are on the board, we're so proud of First Stage.
Typically, a board of directors is made up of folks who may not have too much going on in terms of the day-to-day operations of the place, but are there for advice, for funding, for keeping the theater connected to the community in which we live in so many ways. And so Howard was like the perfect person for that too.
To have people involved who are truly interested in making sure the organization continues on and accomplishes what its mission is and its goals.
You know, I lost Kate, my wife Kate, about 6 weeks after joining this company, and had to make that very difficult phone call to Marty to tell her. And she was, of course, incredibly supportive and wonderful. What I didn't expect is that 72 hours later, when I walked into where Kate's funeral was, two of the first people I saw were Marty and Howard. They got on a plane and left Virginia and came to Michigan. And they dropped everything to be there to support me. And then followed it up by saying, what else can we do so that you and your family can be here at First Stage? And it's not just them, that's our whole board that did that. And that's one of the things, that this is a board that believes in community, believes in supporting people, believes that there needs to be a place that holds people tight that way. And I could not be more great. I could not be here without the people who are on our board.
You'd be president, and they were looking around for a new president. Oh, Howard, you would be a good president. So then I became president. And I will remain president until July and turn that over to Jack.
I'm Jack Wilbern. I'm the incoming president of the Board of First Stage. My office designed the theater. First Stage has been extremely well served by the 3 previous chairs, so I definitely have big shoes to fill. We brought the ship out of port. We got through some tough times with the recession and changes in artistic directors. And then Howard, the last chair, has really brought things up so that it's sailing solidly and very well. And all I have to do is steer to the next port. That'd be great. I like that job. It'd be good.